don't miss nobody. So this man, before this bitch cheated on him, he was a serial cheater.
Oh, but now when she
his friend told me, he was like, oh, this nigga used to do some shit that even I wouldn't do. And I know what type of person his friend is. So I'm like, God damn, you were a dirtbag. And this is fucking karma.
Yeah.
Now God set this man that your wife whose dick she sucked well, better than she sucked your dick.
To be in your face every day.
You gotta sit in his face every day and be reminded about how your bitch went crazy with this nigga. And would still do it. May still be doing it. You don't know. Because how he get this job. Hey cousins, welcome back to another episode of the JustCuz podcast featuring your favorite hosts Nina and Mo. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that you can be the first alerted when we drop a new episode.
Welcome to another
recorded conversation from the JustCuz pod. I'm Mo.
I'm Nina.
And today is not a normal day that we were recording. Not that y'all know when we were recording anyway. Yeah. But I had a lot to say, so I decided to say it here. But before I get into my bullshit, how's your life?
Life is well. I feel like... nothing to report, guys. I've just been watching a lot of TV. Sorry, I didn't mean to kick you. I finished watching Top Boy season 3. Now I'm about to start over from season 1 and get it popping. I would love to have a conversation with somebody who has seen it because I have things to say and I'm pissed off about a few things or whatever.
So if you watch, please drop it in the comments so that we know and then y'all can go back and forth.
Yep. But that's all I have.
Have you not started The Summer I Turned Pretty?
No, I'm not started there.
It is. I told somebody else to watch it, and then they text me back, and they were like, "Oh, this is cute. It is the cutest show I have watched."
I do need something else to binge watch because I've pretty much binge watched everything. I'm starting to feel like, oh, here's something. The air is starting to feel cooler. I feel like fall is coming. Mm-hmm. It feels really nice, and whenever this time comes, I start binge watching random episodes of Game of Thrones. So I'll start Game of Thrones again.
I said I was gonna watch.
Please watch Game of Thrones. You and Shauna are my only friends that haven't watched it.
I feel like she would watch.
I feel like maybe Steffi hasn't either. She has, but it's taking her forever to finish it.
So you know how you be like, oh, when I watch something, I place myself there. Da, da, da. Uh-huh. Okay, so I don't place myself there, but I decide if I would fuck with you in real life based off of your character. So there's The Summer I Turned Pretty is based around fucking adolescence, but I got a crush on one of them, and I was like, oh shit, bitch, like, are you a pedo?
No, because they're really grown ups.
I had to make sure. Yeah. I looked up, and my boy was 24, and I was like, you know, I mean, like 4 years is the biggest gap I've ever had, but I mean 24.
I feel like it's okay because that's no worse than like fucking Chad Michael Murray being 37 years old playing all these high school characters and we're in love with him.
Chad Michael.
He was in a lot of movies with like Hilary Duff. He was like the prince inside of one of Hilary Duff's movies. Chad Michael Murray.
I know the name, but I can't put the face to it. But that's how I am with most things and most people. I really. If I
saw you, or if I see
I know you know who you is, you him. So I just started watching White Power. White Power, for those of you who don't understand me, is Power Book, but Tommy Story. It's just so much easier for me to say White Power because I don't know the name of the show.
Every time you say that, because you really don't know White Power is wild. White Power.
Wait, ain't it like, oh no, that's
Please don't do that. But that's the same thing. That's what they believe in.
Okay, so White Power, the Power Book. I stopped watching completely after the regular Power. I watched all the way to the end, and I haven't watched any of the books. Like I've seen bits and pieces of them come from chilling with niggas because that's all they watch. But I just started watching the white one, and I went back to season 1. Okay, so I'm caught up. Boom, we in season 2. I think the most recent was episode 3. But episode 2, there's a scene that really triggered me and it pissed me off because, okay, so Buddy, who already is like a slum character, he get into it, he owe this person this money, that person that money. And like, you know, it's off with your head on Power if you don't have my money. somebody came to collect and he gave them somebody else's money. So now he got to come up with some money to give them
This
people.
person, so you just own people.
So he pull up on his girl. He tells his girl, first of all, your girl don't need to know that your trap not booming right now. If you ain't paying her bills, like what your business needs to stay your business. You keep that between the doughboys. Why'd you go on her? Because you know what type of person she is.
And because bitches be like, tell me everything. Like, you can tell me. I want to be a part of it. When sometimes, no, just mind your business so you don't have to be responsible for
Stand a woman's place. Because when yeah, I always want to gender roles. But niggas is not for it. But if somebody ever, like, come to you like the police, you need to be able to, with a straight face.
Genuinely.
I don't know shit.
I don't know.
And I'm glad I don't know shit. I have no idea what this man into. For
those who have watched Top Boy, I'm not going to say any names and I'm not going to give away the story, but if you know, you know. Buddy shouldn't have told other Buddy about what Buddy had. Shawty shouldn't have told Buddy what Shawty did because Buddy ain't have nothing to do with that. And even though he ain't tell on Shawty, his actions was telling on both of them. But yeah.
And now I want to watch it for the
it's
best.
So good. It's so
I just want the best now.
You should have kept it.
Is it like current seasons or is this old?
Season 3 is the latest, like it just dropped.
Okay.
And it's what
when did you start watching?
So I've been watching since season 1, but this is the first season I've watched like every episode beginning to end. Every other episode was kind of like I would watch it in passing with Jude because that's what he watched. So I know what's going on. I got the storyline, but this last season I watched everything. I was like, oh, this is so good.
So
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
The girl, know he going through whatever. She go pull out, I don't know how much, but it was a lot. She went and got a lot of money.
It was this many.
Yeah, it was a lot. It could change my life. And she gave it to this man, and he was like, oh, I can't take this from you. And she was like, oh, it's an investment. If you win, I win. And that's where she fucked up because she's already made her like his counterpart by saying that. And then you gave this nigga money that he didn't ask for. So at the end of the day, he could still be like, I ain't asked you to do that. That's triggering.
But you would hope that he wouldn't play that though. Okay. You would hope that
Let's keep it going.
You never know, but you would hope that he wouldn't do that.
After he gives the money, they fuck. Consummating the marriage.
You feel like the exchange of the funds and then the sex right after was
that just consummated it.
That's pretty much what marriage was back in the day. I give you 7 cows and you give me this woman
and I fuck you.
Yeah, it's just flip now.
So in my head, you whatever the fuck the word is,
you
the
just
marriage.
Said it, that's funny.
So just know I can.
Consummated, consumed. Y'all made the marriage official when y'all smashed.
You did that. So I was like, this bitch is setting herself up for the okie doke because, yes, the only thing she is entitled to something back and it's her money. But at the end of the day, you gave this to this man not knowing how it could go, so you were willing to lose it.
Yeah, for sure.
So if this nigga decide not to give it back, he's not wrong. Like morally, he's fucked up, but he don't owe you shit because
contractually speaking,
you already saw he couldn't handle his fucking finances. Now you let him handle your finances. Just fucking slow, man.
But here goes the naive and in love part.
Here goes the dick eating.
Yeah. I think it's really beautiful though when you have a relationship with somebody to where it's like money's not really like I'm not tripping on his money. Yeah, I am lending you a lot of money, but I fuck with you enough to where like even if you don't give it back or even if this is just to get you back current, like I am straight with that. I just want to see you like fucking live at this point. Like I don't want to see you down.
I don't feel it. I don't feel it because if we took money out of it and made it a different scenario, I wouldn't feel it. For example, I know this bitch who is now a single parent, but when she met her nigga, he was leaving another country where he had a child to come be with her. And now
that's different.
How?
No, it's not because
how
you're leaving.
I showed you my example. I couldn't handle being a parent.
Yeah.
Then you let me get you pregnant, and now you're acting crazy. It's fine if you want to give this man a second chance. Just don't act like you're a victim to his shit that he already showed you he couldn't handle. So when the nigga show you he can't handle no money, yeah, be a writer. Give him your money.
But don't be mad when he can't give it back.
But don't fucking cry and be like, hey, this nigga lost my money. No, you lost your money. You lost it the second it left your hands. And that's on you. So he don't owe her shit, the other thing is, outside from that, this bitch is not thinking like this is strictly business because they made the marriage
official
at sex. So in her head, like, this is now something else. This is not just me helping out my friend.
We're together now.
You might, because I was there for you when nobody was.
Yeah.
She gonna pull that card like, your people ain't happy, your brother ain't happy, your mom ain't happy, I had you, I was there for you, and da-da-da-da. And it's like, and I just feel like women are the problem, women are the idiots, and it goes to another conversation that I had with somebody. Okay, boom. Oh, well, I don't know who business I'm telling. I promise you the person that told me that they didn't name no names, but anyway, my friend told me they friend business. And,
so be careful you tell your business too. They gonna tell.
But they didn't tell me the names. I don't want to know the names. They would just act, okay, so the way they didn't come to me like, oh, guess what's going on? No. They came to me and it was like, if your person cheated on you, right? And then the person they cheated on you with started working at your job, would you quit your job?
I wouldn't quit my job.
Thank you, because I said that's pussy if you quit your job.
That's retarded as fuck. Yeah, nah. But the coincidence of that happening is wild. You cheat on me with this person, they just coincidentally started working at my job.
Let's keep it going. Okay.
What?
So
what in the job?
It was years apart. So the man is the one that got cheated on. And the nigga, they got into it. Like, it was a whole thing. It was like, it was a whole fucking fiasco. Fast forward, we 7 years later, you and your bitch still together. And now you working with da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay, no, for one, he's so pussy if he quit his job, because don't let nobody else trick you out your money.
And call me crazy or whatever, toxic. But the fact that I know that it's a man that's doing it, you're definitely pussy if you quit your job.
100%.
Like, as a woman.
But I love, as a woman, you was still like, I'm not quitting my job.
Definitely not. But if it's a man, 100%, you better not quit this job.
You can't.
This other nigga is up
be that fucking emotional.
Y'all have to fight out back or something before you quit your job.
I'll get you fired before I quit my shit. I've been here. You new here. Nigga, this nigga is drug testing right now. No. Okay, so the man and the woman are still together, so like he said it was really triggering for him to like have to see this nigga every day, and he's constantly reminded.
That's fair.
And I was like, if you're gonna forgive the cheating, you gotta forgive the cheating. Like, you can't forgive it and then just every single day we fucking revisit it. Just because that man started working at your job, I didn't hire him. So you shouldn't come in the house looking at me, mad at me all over again about some shit you forgave me for, just because you have to do it.
Well, you can
let me go,
but you can't forget.
Let me go.
Like, we've been here for 7 years. Like, it's been 7 years since she cheated. Okay, so from this 7 years, if it's not something we constantly bring up and we're constantly arguing over, okay, cool, but I can't help the fact that this shit is triggering. So yeah, I'm gonna be mad, but don't like drag it.
Let me go. If some shit from 7 years ago triggers you, because it's like you still haven't let it go, so you didn't really forgive me, you just moved on for the sake of arguing.
Yeah, you put a band-aid over it.
Because when you really over some shit, it's not gonna trigger you. Triggers is because you have some unhealed wounds. You haven't healed from this shit yet.
Yeah.
So you coming at me and looking at me about some shit we done cried over, we done talked about every fucking day. This was 7 years ago. Now I gotta deal with it again. No, I'm not going through that with him. So he didn't know what he should do. But then through further investigation,
she's still talking to the nigga.
Karma don't miss nobody. So this man, before this bitch cheated on him, he was a serial cheater.
Oh, but now when she did
his friend told me, he was like, oh, this nigga used to do some shit that even I wouldn't do. And I know what type of person his friend is. So I'm like, God damn, you are a dirtbag. And this is fucking karma.
Yeah.
Now God set this man that your wife, whose dick she sucked well, better than she sucked your dick,
to be in your face every day.
You gotta sit in his face every day and be reminded about how your bitch went crazy with this nigga. And would still do it. May still be doing it. You don't know. Cause how he get this job? That's a fucking coincidence.
Bruh, I would be like,
you told
that's why
he
he
get fired?
That's why he argued with the bitch like this. How did nigga show up at my job coincidentally?
He know I work here.
Right. How you know he was hiring? Okay.
Yeah. So that's what he gets. Karma don't miss nobody, and I feel like he should be constantly triggered because he got away with it too quick. But me and my friend went on to the conversation like, he was like, I don't understand how women, like, y'all just built different, like, y'all can handle shit like that. I was like, no, the bitches can't handle it either, but they're dumber. You're not gonna put your ego and pride to the side for your relationship, but this dumbass bitch will. She'll ignore everything that's going on just to keep her shit together. And it's like, if she didn't get over it, she's still thinking about it. You still do shit that reminds her of it, but she's just keeping the peace, and you swear she's not your peace. That's so crazy, but you do her the worst way, and she get over it every single time. But when the shoe gets back on the other foot and the rapper got the gun, now you can't handle it, and you gotta go. And that's not fair. That's not fucking fair that you're pussy, you're weak. And that's why I'm like, women are dumb, but men are weak. You just can't handle the shit that you give out because you're a bitch.
So is it better to be like dumb and strong or weak and smart?
You can be dumb and strong because at the end of the day, it's like you gonna poke the bear, poke the bear, poke the bear. At some fucking point, that bear is gonna bite you back. So I'm okay with you being a dumb because I know what's in you, and that shit bound to come out of you. And I love a good build up. So it's like, bitch, when that shit finally come out, it's gonna be woo. This bitch is crazy. Like everybody else gonna be calling you crazy, but I'm gonna be like, nah, y'all should have left her the fuck alone.
Cause that's you.
Yeah, exactly. But
I said all the time,
don't take it.
You
It don't take as much. Like, goddamn. I was acting like I was about to poke you. Don't play with me, cause I got PTSD. PTSD and trauma and all that. We can go into air out the problem. So am I the problem? So this lady wakes up and she has a fuck ton of fucking missed calls from Instagram, missed video calls, a fuck ton. And then the fucking message, because I'm gonna read it verbatim.
I feel like it was like 8 missed calls, 10 missed calls.
Let's count them out if they haven't been deleted yet. Ooh, we got balls, they not gone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So 6 missed calls. Then it says, what's up, play? It seemed like you said something about me that was very weird. Tried to call right quick because I know it was false, but I'm going to let it go. You got it, gang. No business sending this, so I'm going to leave it at this. Have a good week.
Okay.
All right. Hold that thought, and I want you to tell me later. Okay, so the part that gets me is, I tried to call you real quick because I know it was false, but I'm going to let it go. It shouldn't have been but, it should have been so, I'm going to let it go. But then you piggyback with, you got it, gang. So do you believe it or do you not believe it?
It sounds like a hit dog's gonna holler. Now, what I don't understand is no business sending this. There's no business sending this, so why'd you send it?
So, have you ever, okay, so whatever, that was that. The girl responds after he said, have a good week. The girl responds, same to you, hope all is well. Just leave it at that. The girl doesn't give a fuck who said what you think you know, how it went, who told you. The girl does not give a fuck. The girl is only bothered because, as you said, no business sending this. Why are you speaking to me? Why?
It's just, okay, so I feel like the devil's in the details, right? And
right.
So, like, I don't know the full story. So he said, I heard you tell a story about me. Where did you hear this? So, like, are you keeping tab? Like, I'm just trying to understand, like, how did you, like, did somebody come back and tell you? Are you, like, how did you find out?
So, the girl is like, fuck you and everything you stand for, and I ain't fucking with you ever the fuck again in life. And is she the problem because she let that little bitty shit send her off the edge?
No, because sometimes all it takes is that one little bitty thing.
But remind you, this bitch is just like me, right? It was never one little bitty thing. It was always fucking layers and layers.
Yeah, there's
and
always
layers.
one things that.
And now the bear is ready. Like, I'm not even gonna attack. Stories about me. And I'm not the problem.
How am I gonna say, oh, she's just like you in the sense of, okay, it is you. So here's the thing that's awesome about you. and I said this, I feel like the last podcast too, when I was talking about the CIA agent, when I know the truth about something, I have no want to try to prove you wrong. I have no sorry, I took the gummy before we started recording. I think it's kicking.
Is it kicking?
I think so. I have no want to try to prove you wrong, to tell my side of the story. Feel how you feel, but we know what it is, and it has to be true because you felt the way about it, and you felt like you had to reach out to me to try to like.
After literal fucking years of not reaching out, so that's the end of Am I the Problem? Then I'm gonna go and tell you about this. So the end of Am I the Problem? I'm not the problem because it's fuck you. Fuck you, I'm so annoyed. I've never been more annoyed in my fucking adult life. I am annoyed and you are a problem, but I also know you was drunk. Putting 5 and 5 together. So, okay. First of all, I first got annoyed with the whole situation because you haven't spoke to me in years. I'm blocked. You ever been blocked on everything?
No, I haven't.
I'm blocked on Apple Music, bitch.
What the fuck?
Why and how do you block somebody?
Because your name can't show up nowhere, bitch.
Nowhere. Just like you said, you have no business sending this. I am a fucking trigger. Like, you had to dead me, okay? I'm blocked on everything. But this just goes to show me that you can block me wherever you want to block me. I'm living in your heart forever. Rent free. But aside from that, bitch, you know how to get in contact with me if you need to get in contact with me. You know how many birthdays I done had? You know how many events that I've had go on in my life, good, bad, or indifferent, where you could have reached out and been like, I hope all is well. Just like you wish me to have a good week. You could have been like, bitch, are you okay? I hope you're good. Just check it in. Like, you could have did that. But if it's about some mess, like, you quit. You blew my shit up about some mess. And I wasn't ignoring you. I just don't have any notifications that come to my phone. If it's not a text or a fucking call, I immediately pop up notification. No.
In hindsight, do you wish that you did see the call? And
I don't miss. Listen, let me tell you how this motherfucker even got here. I don't miss nothing that's meant for me. God is never gonna like, oh, if you was just 2 minutes earlier, you would have made it. That wasn't mine.
That's true.
If it was meant for me to see, bitch, I scroll on my phone all fucking day. If it was meant for me to see, I would have been in a position to see or call you right back. It's the reason I didn't see that, because I didn't need to speak to you. But the funniest shit in the world is, I like to play this little game where I just be talking to myself, but I really be hoping God listening because I don't know how to proper mature conversation with God. So I'm like, and I just feel like God know my heart. So I be like, God, bring my hoe back. And I didn't say which one, right? I never said which one, right? So I was like, God, bring my hoe back. So another hoe, like 24 hours later, I'm with a hoe. And I'm like, oh, this is cool, haha, but not this one. This ain't the one.
This ain't the one I was praying for, but thank you for sending me.
But, okay, you listening. All right, fast forward. 4 days later, sends me another hoe. This one got a baby on the way. Not that one, God. I don't want that one. And before y'all think it's about you.
But shout out to the big guy upstairs, because he's gonna send you in abundance every time.
Listen.
You said to bring me a hoe, you brought you 7.
All the hoes, okay? So he brings me back one with a baby on the way. It's not about you. Whoever's watching this, I got a lot of y'all with babies on the way. It's not who you think you are. So he sent me a hoe with a baby on the way. I'm like, no, God, not this one. So then here comes this one. And normally this will be the hoe I'm talking about.
Which is wild to me, because it's like, I would assume that a reach out would be like,
yay!
Like in the air, like,
God.
Like, yeah, but now you're like, maybe this is what you needed to like close that chapter for sure.
It was. So when God sent me this hoe, I instantly got pissed off because of the delivery of this hoe. Like, well, if you gonna get this hoe, you gonna get it like this. I don't fucking want that. Okay, so. Alright, boom. That was my first reaction to the shit. And I'm like, fuck you. All these times you could have reached out to me. Like, bitch, you know everything I'm saying. You know what I'm going through, too. Because we go through these periods where we break apart and we come back together. But you know how when you, like, coming back with somebody and you be like, oh, so what's happening with you? No, it's never that.
I know exactly what's going on.
We know. Now we're here for the details. Yeah. Like, so tell me about this specifically. Yeah. I knew it happened. Tell me what happened. So that's what we're on. So I know you know what I have going on in my life. And you don't care to reach out for that shit. So I was mad. Fuck you. You can go wherever the fuck you go. I don't care about you at all. So then I was like, oh, okay, I peeped. Like, one of his friends posted that they was at a spot next door to my house. One of his other friends, I checked the rest of my DMs, the other friend, probably him actually, hits me up in the DMs and was like, where you at?
Just so happened to be by my house, and now yeah.
Okay, so the other part of me is like, oh, okay, like you just missed me, and you wanted to see me, and then you blew up my phone first, and then you came back with that paragraph as an excuse, like, and that's why you said I have no business doing this, because you know in your head what you're trying to do.
You really have ulterior motives. That was like the way to get in.
That was a fucking cover up.
Yeah.
Just in case somebody go through your shit or some shit, like, let me put this little right here, like, yeah, fuck that bitch, yeah. So now I'm like, but I'm still mad.
Cause either way,
because if you didn't hit me up on some mess, bitch, you hit me up to fuck. And don't hit me up to fuck. Hit me up to see how my day is. Hit me up to see if I'm okay.
Yeah, because I was definitely booty call hours, kind of, sort of, a little.
Nah, it's 1 o'clock in the fucking morning and you're drunk. You definitely hit me to fuck. And me, as stupid as I am, on a regular occasion, we would have fucked. No questions asked. No, like, hey, what's going on? You okay? Like, none of that. We would have fucked right then and talk later. Like, let's fuck first. But
let's get this off. A mess.
But yeah, so I'm still annoyed either way.
Dogs, man. Woof woof.
But we don't have to speak because, like you said, you have no business here. And bitch, you blocked me on Apple Music.
That's petty as fuck.
That is insane.
But I also understand sometimes, like, hey man, your name cannot show up on accident nowhere. So let me make sure.
So why are you now here?
Yeah, no, it's a problem either way. But I'm just saying.
I've been never in my fucking, like, you know, we've talked a lot since I've been blocked on everything. And I would never in my fucking life reach out to you.
So you're not the problem.
No, because I respect you. Like, you blocked me, you don't want me to know shit about you. You don't want, like, bitch, I don't pay you no attention. Cool, fuck you. But then, bitch, if you call me one time and I don't get it, like, take that as God protecting you. Don't keep hitting my fucking line. Don't send me no fucking paragraph for me to respond back to. Fuck you. I'm blocked. That was all.
So Kinky Konnections this week is actually powered by you, the viewers. Thank you so much for engaging. We posted on the story, hey, like, share your kinks or share like a spicy story or whatever so that we can share it on Kinky Konnections. Now, I'm not going to ever say names, so you can always feel confident that it's going to be an anonymous, that's the word, anonymous submission, unless you really want us to put your name out there so your identity is protected anyway. So this person basically told a spicy story. I deleted it by accident, but it was basically like, so he was smashing this girl, wop-de-wop. Things got crazy. He had his fingers inside her ass, had her fingers like inside her pussy, da-da-da-da. And so he's hitting it from the back, hitting it from the back. His fingers are out. I don't know how. And the dog comes up and starts licking his fingers. So he's convinced now that the bitch be letting the dog lick her pussy because the dog ran right up. It was a girl dog. The dog ran right up and just started like licking the pussy juice off of his fingers.
The dog smells you. Like, if you have a dog, your dog put his nose in your ass every single day.
All the time.
They're trying to get to it. They smell it. They smell it.
The pheromones. But dogs be nasty though.
Yeah.
Because I had not a similar situation, but me and G, we were getting hot and heavy, making out with the whoop. And at the time he had 2 pits, and one of his pits, Big, was just kind of roaming around. So I'm in the bed, and I turn my head, and like me and the fucking dog are like, the dog done hopped up in the bed. I was like, I knew
I hate people that love their dog that much. Like, the dog can't be in the room when I fucking cannot. The dog gotta go.
Stormy low key be trying to look. I'm like, get your freaky ass.
Hey, no fucking animal. That's crazy. It's crazy to have an animal in your house, but to have an animal watching you fuck, that's insane.
Hey man, some people like to put on the show. But then I had me and G were house sitting / dog sitting for our friends, and they had a dog or whatever, so we were over there a couple days, and we left to go to the store to go get groceries or whatever, and I come back, the dog went in my bag and pulled out all of my drawers. Like, my drawers was just like, because they just be playing with the drawers, and when I talked to my friend, I just said, yeah, girl, he does that to my panties all the time too. I'm like, why are they obsessed with
my friend don't wear panties anymore just because her dog ate them all. Like, every pair of panties she could get, her dog would eat her.
That's crazy.
So she haven't worn panties in like 10 years.
Yikes. But you know that's the thing. Like, I remember it was a, not a room.
Those glasses are cute.
I think you say that every time that I wear them.
Oh, it's not your first time?
No.
Oh, I like them. I'm going to get them next.
So fucking. Where it was a thing where they talked about, like, girls would let their cats eat them out because, like, cats' tongues are really, like, sticky.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't imagine that to feel nice because they're, like, cleaning themselves and getting fur balls with this sticky, rough ass tongue.
My vibrator, like this big, it just goes on the thing, and it's a button. So you push the button, and the light comes on with it, and you do the shit. So I turned it off like I normally do, and I tossed it like I normally do. I'm done with you. So then I hear it sound like my neighbors is like drilling something.
Oh my god!
At fucking 1 a.m. I'm like, what are they on? Whole time it's my vibrator. I'm like, came back on? Okay, so I'm turning it off and the light keep going on and off, but it won't stop vibrating.
It's possessed. The story of the possessed vibrator.
I was like, if I was like embarrassed and trying to turn it off real quick, I would have been caught. Like, if I was a kid and my parents walked in, like,
first of all, as a kid, where the fuck is you getting this vibrator from?
You gotta be 18 to go in there.
Yeah,
that's kind of fast.
So who was old enough took you to go get this? We need to have a conversation with them.
A boy bought me. 2 boys bought me vibrators. Is that gay?
No. Okay, so once upon a time there was this guy.
A list of shit y'all can't buy vibrators.
Y'all can't do shit. There was this guy that was known to be like pretty much a whore, like he fucked everybody, like really, really known.
Already know the name.
Yeah, like yeah. And found it.
I don't even know this man.
Won't say it. And it was rumored that he just had like a bunch of like vibrators and dildos, and I was like, that's gay. Cause like, why do you have to
gross? Oh my god! Another story that my friend told me. Sorry, girl. But this was years ago.
Sorry, girl.
She told me this like years ago. So she was out with this nigga, go back to his house, her first time at his house. They're fucking. He pulls out a dildo to put in her while he's eating her pussy.
Okay, so I can appreciate you being comfortable with your freak and wanting to introduce your girl to stuff like that's cool, that's fine. But if that is the case, I don't want a dildo that you just keep in the tuck that you've been using with
Whose dildo is this? You pulled this was close to the bed, meaning you used it recently.
Which makes me further feel uncomfortable.
Because I mean, okay, like when I go to clean my shit, it stays on the counter until I use it again. I don't clean it then put it away. Like I don't have a spot for it. The shit is either in my bed or on the counter. So even when I make the bed, it's just right in the bed. So if I have this near the bed, it has been used. You have this used dildo wherever, whatever, used or not used. You have this foreign dildo that you don't know me like that, and you just shove this dildo in my vagina.
Yeah, that's out of pocket.
But which is worse, dirty dildo or dirty dick?
They're both bad. But I feel like either way, it's a dick on it.
But we accept the dirty dick, but we don't accept the dirty dildo.
Because the dildo is something extra. Like a dirty dick, like that is on your person. That's on you. You can't like you can help it, but you can't help that. Like that's just on you. But you took an extra step and bought an extension to your already dirty dick. So now you have 2 dirty dicks. You have dirty dicks.
You didn't get it before. You got it now.
Yeah, that's out of pocket.
Let's double up. Yeah.
Like, okay, so you're talking about your vibrator is either in the bed or on the counter. Like, as parents, you feel like we should, like, hide, like, how do you deal with concealing that from your kid?
My kid never, ever, ever comes in my room unless she is, like, getting her hair done in the morning or asking me a question.
Yeah.
So it's like I can control that. I know where to be, when to be, da-da-da-da-da. And, like, every now and then, I've gone to the bathroom to do her hair and it's been right there, but it looks like nothing. Like it doesn't look like a dick.
Which I would almost wish that it did, so that way kids could know for sure, hey, that's not something I should be touching. Because if it just looks like a regular toy, you're like, oh, what's this? So I'm not gonna say any names, but I was at an adult's house and I frequented their house a lot, and I would always be using their computer. And so next to the computer was something about this big, and then it vibrated. I'm like, oh, this is a massager, like this is amazing. So I'm like putting it on my neck, I'm like just holding it. And so somebody else who lived there came in there and it was like, yo, like, why are you playing with this? I was like, it's a massager, what? It was like, nah, bro.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, oh,
you just rubbed this dirty pussy all over your neck.
Yeah, pretty
what
disgusting.
a freak.
I didn't know. So I would much rather if I would look like it's a sex toy, so that way a kid can't accident. Like the same way with like edible gummies, I'm not leaving that around the kid because it looks like a regular gummy. They don't know any better.
I be wondering about that too. I be like, I just really hope she don't pick one of these up one day. But then like, know your kid. I know my kid is not gonna just pick up shit. Like if you know your kid just pick up shit, then
Jay's sneaky with the snacks. Like I'll say, hey, don't touch this if you want some ass. And da da da. So then like she'll come be like, mommy, could you help me get this? I'm like, yeah, thank you for asking. But she'll leave her evidence. Like she'll leave the chair that she pulled up already and try to get it and couldn't find it or whatever. So yeah.
But Ivory is still one of those kids where like, I don't like that, ill, everything's nasty. So if it's not some shit that she tried and liked before, she's not gonna play with you like that. Like, nah. Like, that's what I appreciate about her, because living in a house with multiple people is be like, damn, bro, you don't even eat that. Why are you eating my shit? But I know my kid didn't eat it, if that was the case. But like you said, at the computer massager, I thought about, I had this friend, and her house was the hangout house. Like, everybody was there, living there, chilling there, like always there. Parents didn't give a fuck. But as kids, we knew when the sun come up about 5:30 or 6, y'all need to go lay down.
Yeah.
Because the daddy is about to come get on this computer and jack off before work. We knew that.
Oh, well, at least y'all respected that for a long time.
Because he would tell you, like, if he wake up and we still, because you know, you have like the house computer back then. So everybody used the same computer, which was in the kitchen. So
next to the bananas.
and next to the bread, just yeah.
Yikes.
He was in that kitchen jacking off, but that's his house. You do what you want to in your house. But yeah, we knew if he saw us and he'd be like, "Hey, y'all get out of here. He can fuck where we went, what we did." But I need my office to jack off at 6 a.m.
I don't want my kid to know that I'm a freak. Like I don't like that's something that we can talk about like when she hits a certain age and she's gone out and like, we can exchange stories maybe kind of. But I don't want her to know like, okay, when she does that, we need to get out the way because she's about to.
But the thing is, I know how I am, and I'd be like, I wonder if my mom, I wonder if my dad, like I had to get this shit from somebody.
Me and my mom had that conversation, so I was like, oh, I get it.
My mom just act like she approved, like she don't do shit. Like, God damn.
My dad would never tell me like sexual stories, but he talks to me about like how he used to like finesse other women like all the time. I'm like, oh, this is where this flirting shit comes from. I get it. Like you.
Oh, he's an Aquarius.
Yeah. So and he was born on Valentine's Day, so you times it, and then he from the Midwest. He think he a pimp low key. Like it's.
I was about to say Mississippi pimp.
layers. But but that's why I think it's cool when like you can have conversations with your parents like, oh, you are a real person, you're not just like the parent.
Yeah, my daddy was definitely the hoe for sure, but my mama get hoes too, and my mama old school with her hoes. Like her hoes is like they tricks. Mm-hmm. They gonna take care of some shit, pay some bills, like the old ass nigga from the church. Like, you know that was one of hers in the tuck. But yeah.
Hey man, that bill got paid.
Everything got paid on time, and all she did was smile and grin for a few seconds. Cause back in the day, like they didn't even want no pussy. Like
I want to go back to that.
They just wanted a woman's company. Can y'all please be y'all grandfather?
It's because like I hear a lot of guys go like, oh, women are so corny nowadays, and I'm not saying that women are corny, but it's like we've lost the game of finesse, or just like even like being able to have like a witty conversation, like banter back and forth to kind of get his mind going, where he's like interested in you, like he actually does like you. It's not just a sex thing.
So let's talk about this. There was another one of these men, and I guess they were like irritated because I didn't pull up to fuck. We've never fucked. We've hung out a million times and we've never fucked, and it's always been like a conversation, but it just hasn't happened. And I guess I was supposed to pull up for this impromptu fuck, and I didn't. And he got irritated. And I'm like, what have you done to make me want to fuck you? Like,
this was am I the problem?
Like, you know how people be like, you don't know. But I hate when niggas, if you pull up and they be like, what you gonna do to get my dick hard? I haven't heard that in a long time. I heard it once recently. He was like, get it hard. And I was like, why isn't it already hard? Like, bitch.
This shows me you don't
The thought that you're about to fuck me is enough to make your dick hard. Okay. But for me, you wanting to fuck me doesn't make me wet. Bitch, you'll fuck who's fucking. So that doesn't turn me on. What are you gonna do to make me wet? Fuck getting your dick. Get my dick hard. Get my dick hard. I didn't pull up because you don't get my dick hard. That's just you. What are you niggas? Is I don't know. Maybe it's the bitches that are going for this. There's bitches that's letting you fuck just off who you are, or just because they want to fuck, or just because I'm not that bitch. I'm not fucking you just because I want to fuck. I'm not gonna fuck you just because I'm attracted to you. You have to get my dick hard, and y'all not doing shit to get my dick hard, so I'm not fucking.
That's fair, dude.
And it doesn't have to be sexual, but it could be like, at least look like I'm not. I'm not saying that, but like, you gotta be like bad as fuck, giving me the money. I was gonna say rich as fuck, but rich as fuck and not giving me no money is pointless. So you gotta be bad as fuck, giving me the money, being there when I need you. Like, you gotta have something.
Yeah.
That make me want to give you the pussy. And right now, just the fact that you have a big dick and you want to fuck me, that doesn't.
Yeah, the fact that you're like a breathing person. Everything is instant gratification now. Like, it's like, hey, I want to fuck. We don't got to get to know each other. I don't really have to like you for real. I just want to do this, so let's just get it popping.
My sex is so boring if I don't like you.
Very much so.
Unless I'm drunk, which is the same thing as me being in love. Drunk in love. But if I'm drunk, I'm gonna go off. But if I'm sober and I don't have no like real feelings for you, this is gonna be, you might, I don't know, let's say you might tell somebody I got bad pussy, but
I think that that's fair because I don't think your pussy is the same for everybody.
It's not.
It's not the same. Like again, if it's a situation where like you're cool, I'm just drunk right now and I'm horny, so like I'm kind of getting myself wet, and the fact that you have a dick here is just helping in the process. Okay. But like it's not gonna hit the same with you. Like, I've been wanting you and I like you, and like this whole night has just been like this.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? That pussy's gonna hit completely different. So
I've done that with like people that I fuck. Like, there's been a nigga that I was fucking with, and like in the middle of it, he was like, "Why you sucking my dick like that?" And I was like, "Cause I don't like you." So you get lazy head now. I know you know how I can suck dick, but I don't fuck with you as a person, and I can't be in love with you while I'm sucking dick. Like,
I can't fake kick it.
I won't fake kick it. So, bitch, I didn't pull up because I wasn't wet. I'm not gonna just pull up and look at you and no.
So can men do anything, because you was like, oh, it doesn't have to be anything sexually, but like you was like, oh, like be there for me, like pay a bit, whatever.
Be funny.
Be funny, like have a personality.
It doesn't take much. Like, if a bitch wanna fuck you, she's fucking. It don't take a whole lot. It don't take a whole lot of money. It don't take a whole lot of time. It don't even take a whole lot of looks. It don't even take a whole lot of dick. If a bitch wants to fuck you, she's gonna fuck. And it's like, I would fuck you, but I don't want to. And there's a difference.
There is a difference. More on that later. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate y'all.
Like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you.
Bye.